Hey everyone, so this is a new attempt for a Max Quest Outer Worlds run. So once again, Max Quest is doing 66 of the 67 quests of Outer Worlds as fast as possible. We miss out on one quest because it conflicts with another quest. There are two quests we can't complete if we can complete one of either two. So we do the fastest one we can, which is to kill Clive on Monarch. Clive could ask us to kill Catherine instead, but that would take too much time, so we just kill him. But that means that we can't kill Catherine and complete his quest. So this is the stats we start off with. Once again, we start off with strength, versus carry capacity. The other attributes are used to increase lockpick, dodge, get some HP, as well as some lie. So we're gonna use dialogue's stealth throughout most of the run, um, and that's about it. Um, so if you have any questions, you can join the Discord. It'll be in the description of the video. You can reach out to me or anyone in the community. There's a specific channel for this run, um, and uh, and that's that. So we're just going to go through a tutorial. You should watch the people who do any percent runs for the tutorial. They do it better than I do. Uh, Someone called Sharo just got a new world record on the any percent, and his tutorial is great. So, well, I mean, his movement tutorial is great. So if you want to copy someone's movement, don't copy mine, copy his. So first of all, we're gonna talk to this guy as we would in any percent, except that we're gonna pick up these two lockpicks here, and we're gonna pick up the 3 lockpicks you can find right here. So now we're going to run to the ship as we would in any percent run. So you want to hug this guy so you can aggro him, who'll run away most of the time. He doesn't always run away, but he usually does. So we're going to talk to Ada, level up, get Cheetah, but level up medical as well. Did I get the perk? I did. So you get medical because we're going to be duping early on, and we want to be able to spam the dupes with our inhaler. So to do that, to be able to use 2 items in your inhaler, you need at least 20 medical. So we're going to start off a bit like an any percent in the sense that we're going to go straight for geothermal, but we're actually going to enter geothermal so we can pick up the lotions and dupe them as soon as possible. So we picked up the 5 lockpicks because we're also going to pick up the logic module for Ludwig's quest in geothermal while we're at it, so we can get rid of Ludwig in one go. But to do that, we need at least 30 lockpick, which we have, but we need 5 mag picks. So we picked up the 5 early on, so we could do this. We pick up the 2 free lockpicks right there because we're going to use quite a bit of lockpicks early on and throughout the run. At one point, we're going to upgrade our lockpick to 55. But until then, we're going to need lockpicks. Macpicks, I mean. So we're going to run through the cavern to pick up the Vicar's book, so we can complete the Vicar's quest without, without him ever giving it to us. So I'm going to blow up this mine because mines are tricky and they don't always cooperate. You don't want to go over these 2 mines on my right because they'll usually blow up, get you concussed, move you around, and it's a bit slower. And you're going to run straight to Silas. So the good thing is he's in a straight line, and you can. There's a small, tiny benefit to going for him right now, which is that he's going to look at us when we get to him, so he won't have to turn around, and we won't have to wait for the animation to complete to be able to talk to him. So we picked up the small grave matter quest, which we're going to start completing right now. We're going to talk to Conrad on our left, who's the barber. We're not going to talk to him. We're going to shoot him in the head. You need at least 2 bullets to kill him, 2 headshots, or 6 body shots, or 1 headshot and 3 body shots. So I have 5 bullets. You need to close the door. Okay. That was okay. We're going to go to the constable, pick up the Fistful of Digits quest, talk to Abernathy, and go to the bar so we can start duping items. So you also want to dupe your Adreno, and we're going to dupe a lot because we want to be able to sell all these items afterwards. So we're going to dupe 4 times 8 times. So that was once, 2, 3. I'm going to count out loud because I usually mess it up. 4, 5, 6. If you want a small indication as to when to start pressing E, the guy on the bottom right of the screen right now stops moving. That's 7. When the game's loading, has actually loaded. So you can start pressing E as soon as he stops moving. So we have 8. So we're going to dupe everything 8 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be 8. One. So I don't know if you saw, but when I dropped the items, I try to move my mouse over the health bar, health icon to in the inventory slot, so as to gain a bit of time when I'm going to drop them again. So that's 3. I do that so when I open the inventory, that's 4. When I open the inventory, the mouse is just over the icon, so I can just click on it. 5, and it'll be a bit quicker. 6, 7. That'll be 8, and we'll do it 8 more times again. 1. So we'll have 4,000 lotions and 40,000 adrenos. So each lotion sells for 6.3. I forgot how much the adrenos sell. I think it's 2. That's the third dupe. So that'll give us something around the lines of 100,000 credits, which should be enough to do the run. I think we could do with less. I think that's 5. But it's for now, I'm not really sure. I haven't perfectly routed the money yet, so I'd rather waste a couple of seconds, what literally is this couple of seconds, over duping, than ending up with not enough cash in an hour and a half to do what I actually have to do. So I do a bit too much, and I'd rather have too much than not enough for now. So that has to be something around 8. So you need to sell these. You need to keep something around the lines of 400. That's how much we need for the run. And that's good. So now we can actually start the run. So duping kind of messes um, with your sound and your graphics. You can then exit the game and reload to get everything back up to the norm. But a changing area I find works well as well. So as soon as we leave Emerald Valley, the Emerald Vale, sorry, uh, everything should go back to normal. I didn't see how much money I had after all that duping, um, but I'm sure it's enough. So I picked up a book for later quests. So her dialogue is 122, and you want to be sure to get the 2 quickly because otherwise he's going to talk it and end up talking quite a bit. So while in elevators, you always want to reload. I'm just going to have a quick look. Yeah, I had 197,000, which is a bit too much, I think. So I can dupe less on the next run. So you're going to fast travel immediately back to Edgewater because we're going to go to the Emerald Vale landing pad to complete Ludwig's quest. So I picked up a book for a guy in botanicals. I talked to someone for the Silas quest, and then we picked up Parvati, and now comes the power quest as well for the main quest line. So you want to spam your inhaler as much as you can throughout the run. So now you've completed it. Well, you've got all the objectives for the Small Grave Matter, for the Silas quest. All you have to do is return back to him, and we need to follow up this quest for our good friend Ludwig. So I've leveled up, which usually means that you're out of combat. You can't level up while in combat. So if you get the level up animation, it means that you've been put out of combat. So he's going to give you a weapon you want to equip immediately, and you want to fast travel to geothermal, so you can actually do the community center quest. So you want to turn around, take your weapon out. So the shock stick is a good weapon early on. It has decent DPS, and as I said in previous runs, since you actually have to loot the bodies of a lot of people, um, it's not a bad thing to be in melee range because they're going to die at your feet, so you're not going to lose any time getting to close combat. So you can see there the audio kind of messes up, and there's no more audio for a lot of things. So you want to pick up the key on his body, pick up this data pad for the guy in botanicals, run to get the medicine, and run outside. So after this loading screen, well, during this loading screen, you want to press right because the exit you want to take is on the right of where you spawn, and you can always buffer a bit of movement in between loading screens just to gain a bit of time. So you don't want to hug the wall too close here because there's an invisible wall. They'll take you a bit of time to walk around. and you want to head to the Marauder camp, which is around here. So you're going to use your gun. I have 4 bullets. It should be enough to do what I need to do. If you have less than 4 bullets, I'd advise reloading. Oh, that's weird. Clipped through a wall. Never happened before. So you want to stay away from this barrel so you don't end up concussed. Take your stick out and kill him. Loot his armor. You don't want to get concussed because getting concussed can get you to be encumbered, and you won't be able to run if you're encumbered. So um, you want to run to botanicals and spam your inhaler to get the speed buff. Because the speed buff lasts 20 seconds, but if you use it over and over, the time adds. It doesn't buff. It doesn't add on speed wise, but it adds time wise. So spam 1 on her, and once you've done the Zoe quest, for some reason I don't really know why, but you don't have to loot Zoe's body. You can just spam 1 and she'll be sure she'll be sure that Zoe's dead. So this is a new strat I just found that allows you to oh well, I was going to say more reliably get up the water fountain and into the bandit's cavern right here a bit more reliably. So you kind of want to aggro this guy a bit early because the guy you want to kill is a close combat and you want him to run at you and not hang around in the back of his lair. But you don't want to aggro too soon because if you aggro too soon, the dogs and the other mobs are going to block your way. So to get out of combat, I like getting going over this little waterfall. So I don't know if you saw, next to Parvati's portrait, there's a small circle with the arrow that says that Parvati teleported to you, and it usually means that she's out of combat. So it's useful, and it can be used in certain situations to get out of combat a bit further. I'll try to do it in geothermal. It's not perfectly reliable, but it can work sometimes, and it's a decent and but not perfect indicator. So you're gonna go to Bernie. Bernie, you want to shoot him while he's on the ladder because you don't want him to get too well to get on up the roof. So you want to run away once you've looted him. Run this way. Going up here is usually a decent way to get out of combat. If you can't manage to get out of combat, just run straight to Silas. It's not that much slower. So you want to walk backwards here because you're going to go to Silas. And we're going to hand in the quest to Silas. After that, we're going to hand in the quest to the constable. So the fistful of digits and the medicine cache called the Long Tomorrow. Let's hope Silas, yeah. So you shouldn't jump there, but you should fast travel to, well, you should preemptively move the mouse actually, so that it's somewhere useful on your map. So we're going to talk to the constable. Talk to her again so we can hand in the Fingers quest. No, not fast travel to Botanical, that's a mistake. You want to fast travel to Geothermal. And we're going to do Geothermal. So we start off by blowing the barrel. Next to this guy. And enter Geothermal. So we're going to do Geothermal like we would for a 90% run. Well, actually, no, like a 90% run, except that we're going to pick up the data pad from the last floor. So we're going to fall all the way down here. So what I try to do here is I try to get that was a mistake. It's on the right. I knew that, but try to get Parvati on the bottom level so that or stuck somewhere around here so that she'll TP to me a bit later, which would allow me to get out of combat a bit faster and perhaps avoid having to exit and re-enter. It's not foolproof, it's not perfect, but I've had it work a couple of times. So as I get to this door, gonna, yeah, that didn't work. Try to get her to TP to you, and if she TPs just before the door, you'll get out of combat, and you won't have to exit and re-enter, which is a very minimal time save, but a time save nonetheless. So 1-1-2-2. So I'm going to buy a lot of light, heavy, and energy ammo throughout the run. That's because I use not a lot of weapons, but quite a bit of weapons. And you need the ammo. So now that you've done geothermal, you can either go to botanical or edgewater. I did edgewater, but you want to level up dialogue, just dump everything you have in dialogue. You could have picked up a couple of perks. Could have picked up the carry perk, the walk perk, which at the end of the day kind of increases reload speed. I'll explain why in a second. So it increases reload speed because you walk when you reload. So if you walk faster when you reload, that means that you've covered more ground reloading. So you've actually reloaded faster. It's going to save you like 2 seconds on the whole run, probably, but it's 2 seconds save. So you need to go talk to Kemp, who's right there, to hand in the data pads. So just spam 1. Fast travel back to Botanical because you need to talk to Sebastian, who's on the left. Not for a specific quest right now, but you need him to buy a Marauder helmet, which is right here, and you also need to buy the hide for the same quest, which is given by Celeste. So at the end of the day, I'd advise doing geothermal, botanical, and then Edgewater because they're closer on the map, so that you don't have to run around. Well, not run around, but move your mouse around so much when doing it, when fast traveling. So drop this. I believe you have dialogue here, so you spam enter and 1. Please spin it. Phineas tries to talk to you. Yeah. So don't jump because you want to fast travel to Groundbreaker. Talk to Parvati. So you exit with Parvati and the Vicar. So you're immediately going to fast travel back to the ship. So that's a split. And you do that because you want to pick up the shroud. And when you pick up the shroud, you want to be able to fast travel to the outside. I think it's a very minute time save, but it avoids having to pick up the shroud and run back outside. And if someone's menuing is better than mine, I think it's a time save. So as soon as you spawn outside, you want to talk to the Vicar, who's on your right usually. Yeah. Just spam 1. Run to Felix. I was going to say, be sure he's looking at you, but he turned around. Spam 1. So buy ammo. Talk to Sanita right here. Quick save because this can go wrong. So you don't actually have to talk to Vicar Max. I'm not going to do it to show you how a small trick in case you panic because you forgot to talk to Vicar Max after you've collected the data. So a good thing to do right now is pick up the science weapon from here. The first guy I killed, you don't need to loot everything. That was a mistake on my part. The ID is always I mean, not the ID, but the key to his door right there is always the first thing on his body. So you'll just need to loot the first thing on his body. So I'm going to do a couple of quick saves here because I have a tendency to miss. Uh, let's hope I can level up enough to do this without picks. Okay, so she talked to you. You need to wait for her to sit down. Pick up the item right here. And since someone else has seen you and not her, you won't aggro. So you need to talk to her. Spam one. You can buy, yeah, you can buy Mac picks from her. So once again, ammo, ammo, ammo. So run outside. Talk to Ellie. She's a quick talk. Talk to the doctor. Same thing, spam one. So you need the shroud to do this. So her dialogue, I guess you can optimize. I did not. Now that you've done that, you need to go to sublight. So you've bought the nav key from Gladys. You don't need to buy the nav key, but buying the nav key is helpful. Reload your guns. It's helpful because it allows you to complete a quest immediately with the people from sublight. So spam one for him. Ah, that's too bad. He always gets in my way there. So you want to talk to Ike, who's right there, to trade. You want to buy spacer stuff. I believe this is spacer stuff. No. Okay, so talk to Parvati, to Junlei, sorry, to introduce Parvati. Uh, go to the back bays. Quick save because this can go wrong. It can go right if you just spam one. And that went well. So this door's blue, meaning you did things properly. He'll agree to give you this. You need to talk to, not Letty, I forgot her name. Yeah, it's Letty. Unfortunately, you can't fast travel here, so you have to run back outside. So you're going to run straight to Parvati, to Junlei, sorry. And she's going to give you a quest to clean up the uh, radiator area. Unfortunately, the elevator is always too slow here. So you want to kill the first mobs you see, even if they're not much of a threat. because they're going to prevent you from fast traveling after, once you've cleared the area. So I hope he's dead. So the shock stick here is useful because it's a shock weapon. Um, so you want to kill this guy on with the shock stick. You want to kill the guy right here with the shock stick as well. You want to take out your gun, kill this guy with the barrels. Be sure not to get concussed, because if you're concussed, you can't get into you can't exit combat, and you can't use the terminal, and you can't fast travel. So you lose a lot of time if you get concussed there. You really could use like 30 seconds. So now that that's done, you want to head back to Junlei, hand in the quest. Be sure to over discuss. Talk with Edna, who's going to give you another quest. You can spam one with Edna. And now you're going to head to Udon. So you're going to complete the quest to Udon, but you need to talk to him again to complete the quest line with Letty. So you're immediately going to, sorry, not Letty, Ellie. You're going to go to the medical bay to tell Ellie that Jesse's free. So you want to run outside and not actually fast travel, because you want to hand in the quest to Sanati, who's right there, for McCreed. Now you want to fast travel in front of your ship because you want to talk to Felix. Go inside the ship, talk to Parvati. Fast travel to the promenade. Take only Parvati with you to avoid extra dialogue. So here you want to go left, so press left while the game's loading. So you're going to steal gun and ammo here, so quick save just in case you get caught. Don't pick the shotgun up because it's useless. Okay, I thought as soon as you said so, you could talk to her, but I guess you need her to actually be in the bar to do the quest. So just spam one. Once again, there might be optimal dialogue. I don't know it. So you've done all of Groundbreaker 1, let's say, for the first time. And now you're going to head to Byzantium. So Byzantium, you want to talk to Ellie. Yep, there's a mistake. So you don't want to take Parvati, you just want to take Ellie. That's a second split as well. So this trick allows you to skip the conversation. She usually takes a bit to open the door. So equip the weapon you just stole. It's going to be a very useful weapon throughout the run. Talk to your good friend Percival. Take the elevator down. So you're going to go to the Acropolis and straight to her parents' place. So don't forget to spam your inhaler. So you don't want to spam the inhaler before transition because the animation is going to cancel the transition once you get out of animation. So you actually just want to spam it when you're walking around. So spam 1 for her discussion. So you want to talk to Ellie immediately. Spam 1. Run to the bridge because you want to discover the estates. I guess you could run around a bit earlier, but it's not a huge issue. You're going to talk to Hortense. And run straight to the sewers. So you can spam 1 with her, but if you spam 1, you get out of a conversation without taking the quests. So you need to talk to her again. So you run out, so you can try and be careful and just get the quest. So talk to him and be sure to get the quest. And we're going to go to the bureau. If you don't pick up his quest, it's a bit of an annoyance because you have to go all the way outside from the sewers back up to him to get the quest and go downstairs back to the sewers to actually complete the quest. So don't do that. So you need to level up now. We're going to go, you need level, I believe you need lockpick 55. Oh, 45. Well, never mind. You need to level up hack anyways, up to 55. And get the perks I was talking about. So you can actually fast travel from her office. So fast travel back to the bureau. It'll teleport you back to the door, which is faster than taking the elevator. And you can leave the elevator up because you're not going to be going back to the office. So now you want to run to Foresight. So this is kind of a test. You want to buy, I believe he's a, oh, that's unfortunate. The weapons, okay, his weapons apparently spam randomly. Well, you're gonna steal this weapon. It's not the perfect weapon, but it's a weapon and that's unfortunate. So you're gonna do the first beacon, which is right here. So you're gonna talk to Maverick now, so you can get the audition quest. You might be able to talk to him later, but he's nearby. Okay, so you got the audition quest, and oh, as a mistake, you don't want to fast travel to HHC. You want to fast travel back to the ship. I was hoping to get better weapons from Foresight. Notably, I was hoping to get a shock weapon because you're going to fight a lot of automatons throughout the run. So talk to Pravati as often as you can because she has plenty of intermediary steps in her quest, and if you don't do the intermediary steps, there are quest items you can't necessarily pick up, which are a pain. So there's a lot of dialogue to spam through here. Just be careful not to do what I've just done, which is to okay. So don't take Ellie, don't take the Vicar for now. Um, and you've just landed on Stellar Bay. So this is the longest you're going to stay on a planet. Monarch has a lot of quests, so you want a quick save here in case you die like an idiot. He gives you a quest to go see Celia. So you enter the bar, avoid Nyoka. You don't have to talk to her. Unfortunately, she blocks your way. Um, I believe, I hope I have enough intimidate or negotiate. Nope. So you need lie 55. Go see Celia. When you talk to Celia, start with a 2. Because otherwise you're going to start the discussion talking about Sebastian, and you're going to end the discussion, and you won't be able to go back to you won't be able to go back to the Grim Poster. You'll have to talk to her again. So okay, so you need to remember to level up your discussion dialogue abilities to 55, but you can bribe her, luckily enough. So now you're going to go to this area right here. This guy has a tendency to get in your way, so try and avoid him. It's not always easy because he's a bit random. So once again, ammo. Cross the street, talk to the chef. Unfortunately, Parvati did not give me the quest, which is a given. We'll do it afterwards. That's not a huge issue. You should always do it afterwards. Well, there's an invisible door. Pick this lock. Take Nyoka's caffeine. I have trouble saying that word. Caffeine. Talk to Nell. And as soon as you're done, fast travel back to the unreliable. And you are going to... Well, let's try talking to Parvati again. Okay, now she's gonna... So you've handed her the soap. So pick Vicar Max, and she's probably giving you the quest for the casserole. We'll do the casserole as we do... yeah, as we hand in a couple of quests a bit later in the run. So that was unfortunate. That's exactly why you should quick save before doing that. But there's a you can jump down from here. Just need to do it a bit smarter than I did. So you need to aim for this. I hate this guy. He always gets in my way. So you can talk to Nyoka now. Just spam 1. Okay, so you want to fast travel to Stellar Bay now. No, not the interior. It's a small trick I think is a bit quicker than doing things the normal way. So you want to immediately go outside just to get the fast travel waypoint. So you're going to press backwards because you want to be as close as possible to the door when you spawn. So you want to talk to her. Talk to him. Sorry, my game was bugging. Talk to him. Talk about Celia. So you want to talk about, I'm not really sure you need to talk about Mr. Pickett. Once again, I'd rather talk to him and not need it. So the purpose of the trick we did earlier was to be able to fast travel back outside. I believe I misclicked and I fast traveled to the unreliable. That might be frustrating. No. So it avoids having to go back and forth. It avoids, I guess, a second of walking. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the bolt quest and um, the quest for the unseen people for Velma, where she asks you to look into the disappearance of a guy called Braxton. And unfortunately, he entered the Mather residence, and these people are cannibals. So you need to spam 2 to get out of dialogue. I always get lost when he talks to me. As soon as possible, get upstairs. Let's hope, yeah, 50 is enough. So you want to loot his body. So going outside, I like going out this way. I don't know if it's faster, but it avoids dialogue with the people downstairs. You don't need to talk to them. You don't need to remember whether or not you did spam something or not. So I think it's easier for me. I don't know if it's faster. So jump off the ledge, and you want to run across the bridge. Equip the grenade launcher you stole, and you kind of want to get these guys off the body so you can loot it. And get the key. So she gets you out of combat, but you can't actually fast travel because you're surrounded by enemies. And anyways, what you want to do is you want to go to the printing press. You don't want to run straight through these guys. You want to try and not necessarily aggro them. And yeah, perfect. I got a bit lucky. Well, not lucky, but try to stick to the right. Your companions will TP to you, and you'll get out of combat. Discover the printing press, which is useful because you're not really going to go anywhere near there anymore. So it's useful because you have a quest to complete there, and you're also going to have to fast travel there to get to the ship that crashed. But actually, I mean, I don't know if you have to, but that's where I fast travel to. So the first thing you want to run to is the Bayside ruins. Just follow these tracks. Um, take out your gun. Oh, there's a mistake because this gun's useful here because they have a tendency to group up. Um, so now you want to go to Amber Heights. That's a mistake. So keep spamming your inhaler for the buff. So you've discovered the crossroads, which is a bit useful. So you want to enter Amber Heights. Try and press W to avoid the rosed dialogue. I don't really, yeah, I was going to say I don't do it consistently. Thank you, that's great. Talk to this guy. Ask him if he needs help, which is 3. You need to talk to him because you need to buy iconoclast armor and a helmet. So when I got to the ruins, I killed the Rapidons and I activated something, which is for a quest for Bronson, which is the guy I just talked to. Well, I hope I'm going to be able to actually do this quest because I don't think I have enough persuade or intimidate. Did Edna not give me the quest? called a family matter. Okay, well, I guess I forgot to pick up a quest. I felt sure I talked to her. Oh, well, I mean, I talked to her, but I must have forgotten to take the quest. So talk to him again, I hope. You want to go to Ash, talk to him as well. Be careful with your dialogue because um, if you talk too much to him, he's gonna spend an hour telling you how he killed this and that, which is a bit of a pain. So this is the second element you need to do for odd jobs. And once you've done it, you actually want to fast travel back to Amber Heights because it teleports you to the center of Amber Heights, which is faster because we don't count loads. So talk to him, spam one, not one. Thank you. I'll be right back. So you want to go to the Bayside area. So you've completed odd. Oh, as a mistake. Never mind. You haven't completed odd jobs because after talking to Graham, you actually want to clear the vents. But we'll do it in a minute. It doesn't really matter. Just need to keep in mind you have that quest. Well, I have that quest still open. So I always have trouble with these guys. I don't really know. Okay, I think 2. You need to do something like 211 or 1211. So talk to the person inside, tell her she'll be very safe and fine, and just shoot her. Fast travel back to Amber Heights. So we're going to hand in this quest to Graham, and we're going to take the opportunity to uh, complete the quests for Bronson as well. So you need to go back downstairs. So you want to fall down here, level up this to 20, use your workbench to tinker this weapon, and why not the flamethrower as well. Don't over-tinker weapons because it costs a fortune, and I've actually, well, that wasn't planned, but uh, tell him you fixed everything, so you've actually handed the quest. Fast travel to the crossroads. I should have actually kept the gun, yeah. And you want to go to the blown bridge. I usually call it the broken bridge, but it's a mistake. It's not the broken bridge, it's a blown bridge. So while you're here, you want to transition to the smuggler tunnel. I haven't actually tested whether or not you need to talk to the smuggler to complete the quests assimilated with this area. I'm pretty sure you do. You need to be careful here because you have like a good chance of actually dying. His dialogue is horrendous. So if you ever get lost and you don't know how to get out, just follow the lasers. So now you want to go. You don't really have to do this now. You can do it later, but it's it's part of those quests. Whose order doesn't matter because you're starting off from a fast travel point. So at the end of the day, whether you do it now or a bit later doesn't really change anything. But once again, I like to do this now because it gets it off my mind. That's not perfect. So there's still there's one guy alive. Not doing a great job. Yeah, it's always this guy. So you want to pick up this key, take the research data. So you're going to need hack 55 for this part. Yep, you've got it, which is great. I'm sorry, unlock. Um, so you want to do you don't really have to do the printing press now. I usually do the printing press as soon as I get the quest, but I forgot to do it. So I'm going to do it now. So reload your guns because you're going to do a bit of killing. That's good. And I guess that'll be enough. Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. So there's no great secret about the printing press. I like to just go inside, go all the way back, kill these two guys. Try and get them all grouped up. Well, it's not perfect, but it's not too bad. Go outside. So you don't need to do any of the optional quests. The purpose of the run is to get everything completed and marked as completed in the quest log without necessarily getting all the optional objectives. So you want to run toward these guys, run a bit behind, not too far away because you have those rapidons there, but that gets you out of combat, and you want to fast travel back to the blown bridge. So at the blown bridge, you're going to go east, slightly east. What you're looking for are these two trees, and just run between the trees, and you're going to find a mantiqueen just over there, and you're going to need to kill her. To pick up Mr. Pickett's journal. So once again, I don't know if the journal spawns or drops rather, even if you don't talk to Sebastian. But since it's a bit out of the ways, I'd rather talk to him, waste a couple of seconds, and get the journal. So now we're at Fallbrook. There's a bit to do in Fallbrook. But I'd say we're pretty much halfway done with Monarch. Maybe not half, but we've done a fair bit. So we want to talk to Nelson first. It seems that everybody hates Nelson, but buy some ammo again. So now that you have hack 40, you can actually buy mag picks. I don't think you need any more mag picks throughout the run, but talk to Catherine. There has to be optimal dialogue for her. I don't know it. Cross the street. Talk to this lady here. So it starts with 1, 2, and 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Or, well, bribe, 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 bribe. Thank you. So you've done the Ellie quest. So you want to go around here, go to the tasks, look at the Sprack Kings, and actually highlight it because they're always hard to find, in my opinion. They're always at the same spot, but I don't know the spots by heart yet. They're not too hard to learn, I guess, but the run's still young. And if you miss one, you'll have to run around again, and it's a frustrating element. It's a frustrating thing. So go this way to talk to Reginald. So if you've forgotten to talk, there's a point I was making earlier. If you've forgotten to talk to the vicar, Reginald is not going to be here. But if you talk to the vicar right there, Reginald will spawn. So don't worry. If he's not there, just talk to the vicar. If you've forgotten to take the data pad, that's another issue. So fast travel back to Fallbrook again. I'm pretty sure with good menuing, this is faster than walking back. It might not be the case for me, in part because I have a French keyboard, so I need to let go of my mouse to use the numpad for the conversations, and I can't move my mouse and set it up where I would want it to be as easily as other players do. I can't use my left hand for dialogue, basically. So we're gonna run to, well, spam your inhaler, and you're going to run to an outpost for Ash. The outpost, you'll know you have the Ash quest if the outpost is empty, which is the case. So no one's here, which is a good sign because no one should be here. So I know I picked up the quest um, for Ash from Ash. So you, right now you're kind of stuck between two useful places. The first one is the Devil's Cavern. So you can go to the Devil's Cavern, and that's what I do. I run to Devil's Cavern, and then I'll clear the cavern, save Bertold, get the waypoint to the peak, talk to Bertold to get rid of that quest, and I'll fast travel back to the cavern and do the Ash quest. But at the end of the day, um, what you can do is go to the cavern, do the Ash quest, um, do what I do usually after, which is kill Clive, everything else, and do the cavern last or a bit later. It really doesn't change anything because you're going to run exactly the same amount, but the cavern's in front of me, so I want to get rid of it here. That's a good Mantiqueen. Unfortunately, I got burned, so it'll delay my dialogue with him because I'm kind of stuck in combat, but it's a good kill. I need to learn to avoid the shot. So the sniper rifle I tinkered is overpowered for a good part of the run. The grenade launcher, the flamethrower is a bit useful as well because it avoids, um, it allows for a bit of splash and um, it avoids aiming. So run and talk to Bertold. And now we're going to fast travel back to the Devil's Peaks Cavern. I haven't tested it yet. I should. I'm not sure Devil's Peak is optimal to do Ash, uh, but it's not too far away. I might have a look at my map right now, a bit later, because we're looking for a bridge. You don't want to go left of these plants. You'll get stuck. You want to go around, and the bridge is right there. Yeah, Fallbrook might be a bit closer. Might be a bit more straightforward. So sometimes you have mobs here, sometimes you don't. It doesn't really change anything. You just want to interact with the skull and you'll get the little memento, which is the Ash quest. So now that we're here, we're going to do the Bourse quest, which is to kill Clive. So this is the only quest you can't complete with another quest. Because you talk to Catherine in Fallbrook, she's asked you to kill Clive. You could talk to Clive and he'll tell you, well, go kill Catherine, I'll give you more money. Um, you could accept the quest, but it'll fail the other quest by accepting the quest. So there really is no way to do both. And obviously talking to Clive, going to Catherine, killing Catherine, coming back here, talking to Clive is a lot longer than just shooting him in the head, which is what we're going to do. Um, I really should level lockpick to 55 in all my runs. So you don't need to loot his body, you just need to kill him and exit. So I'd advise I'd advise you to do what I just did, which is to move a bit more to the left, so you have less of an angle when he gets shot for the first time, and he's easier to shoot at. So on exit, you want to talk to Nyoka, and you want to do that because she's nearby. And since you exited an area, she's going to spawn just next to you, so it's pretty useful. And you're going to go towards this large archway right here, and you need to talk to Nyoka because otherwise, oh god, that was close. You can't interact. At least I'm pretty sure you can't interact. Oh wow, with the grave, which you need for Nyoka's quest. So right now, I'm a bit. I don't really know how to run this section properly. Um, I feel that what I'm doing is very suboptimal. And what I'm doing is just running into the area and blowing everything up. So on Egg's advice, I'm going to run all the way back here, clear this area. Pick up the candy. Go to the terminal and get them to come to me. Should be clear. Yeah. Well, it's not too bad. Oh, I thought it was an elevator. So you should quick save before that because you can easily die. There are a lot of mobs everywhere rather. Buy some ammo. So go right here. I always go left and end up exactly where I started. So I'd advise avoiding getting concussed here because getting concussed prevents you from using terminals. That was a mistake. That wasn't too bad a fight. So I'm trying to use my small gun to get barrels exploded um, instead of using ammo on my heavy weaponry. So don't forget to pick up the science weapon here. Don't forget to save as often as you can because you're going to die. I mean, you can easily die here. You're not going to. Pick it up. That was my point. Exactly. And sometimes your teammates are going to try and block your way, just like Vikramax did, because they want to talk. I haven't died to that yet, but the day I will, I'm going to be very angry. So you kind of need to run around here to be able to fast travel. So fast travel to Fallbrook. You've done all the quests you kind of need to do right now, and now you need to turn into hand-in mode. So not exactly all the quests, because he's going to give you another quest to search piles of dung to look for drug. Um, while you're running there, you're going to hand in quests to Catherine. So the quest to kill Clive. Um, Now you're going to talk to this guy. You can persuade or intimidate him. I don't really know, but fast travel to Fallbrook because you're going to talk to Nelson again, and it's faster to fast travel. So that's done, and you need to go to the Devil's Peak. So I don't know how to do the Devil's Peak skip, unfortunately, but you should do it. It'll save you, I don't know, a couple of minutes, 3-4 minutes, which is a fair amount at the end of the day. Um, I'm going to learn it eventually. Um, oh, well, so there's another guy here. Or, well, I thought there was. Ah, tell me I can, yeah, I can use this if I'm concussed. Being concussed is a very, very annoying situation. I mean, ailment, because you can't interact, you can't. So, buy ammo. Oh, this is a shotgun. Great. And not a shotgun, but a shotgun. I actually want to equip that, and I'm probably going to improve it. So you have time for one reload while he gets the door. Oh no, two. Oh, I'm concussed. That's frustrating. I think some people try to quick save reload to get out of concussed. Not really sure it works. Oh, it can. Okay, that's great. So talk to him. That's enough gossip. Now that you're done, you need to talk to Nyoka and talk to him again. Um, Tell him Nyoka needs a favor. So you want to go outside because you can't fast travel from inside. You're going to go to Amber Heights to hand in your Iconoclast quests. So you have one quest for Ash, one quest for Graham. So Ash is right there. So once again, be careful. Try and be careful with your dialogue with here, yeah, because if you talk too much, you really can lose a bit of time talking to him. Fast travel back to Amber Heights again because it avoids. It's just faster um, than walking. So fast travel to Stellar Bay now. So you need to hand in the quest to um, Ed. I think it's Edna. Is it Edna? To her, Agnes. And you need to do this before you choose a side with targeting, because otherwise it's going to be you're going to botch it. So talk to Sanjar. I did not hand in the first quest he gave me, which is not an issue because you can do all quests with him without actually having to um, hand in the various quests. So that works out rather well. Talk to Celia as well. Tell her she has a date. She's going to be very happy. You need to talk to Velma, and don't forget to talk to Velma because you need to talk to her to tell her that her good friend Braxton has been eaten alive. Uh, and while you're here, you also need to pick up the casserole for um, Parvati. So you need to go behind, talk to the chef. I hate Parvati. She always messes up. I never understand in what order she gives the casserole. Do you need to hand in the cake before the casserole? I'm not sure. Oh, good. She's here. Yeah. So while I'm here, I'm gonna tinker with this. Um, I don't really need to. Well, actually, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go straight to um, the Devil Peak Summit, the station rather, because I can do the casserole just after this, while I hand the module to Sandra. That's not great dialogue on my end. Just want to double check. I haven't forgotten key quests. No, looks good. I don't trust myself enough for yet to just blindly do stuff. So that's done. So you're going to fast travel to the printing press. And go to the landing site. So you want to reload your weapons. Because you're going to need to kill a couple of... are there Rapidons or... I'm not sure. A couple of these guys. Not these guys. So I'm not really sure which way to go to aggro as few as you can. But try and aggro as few as you can. Because if the whole colony comes after you, it's really annoying. That's great. That's great. So swag strat, you need to talk. You need to listen to the engineer. Well, at least launch the engineer's message. It always makes me laugh. So, oops, go to Stellar Bay, hand in the MSI targeting system to Sanjar. So you need to start dialogue with it too to hand it to him, I think. Then you can go to the old reliable ones. I just want to check if you can exit this way. Nope. Okay, so you have to go because they have you go all the way around, which is a bit dumb because the battle's in the church, just in front of the. Oh, I like how he takes an hour. How you take an hour to cook your casserole during the unbelievably fierce battle with MSI, but that's how the game is. I don't mind. It's fine. Take a leak. Yep. Sorry, I didn't want to pick that up. So you're gonna have to reload as well. Um, so this is a tough fight, so you can die easily. What I advise doing is taking care of. There are a few heavy armored guys. Just try and kill them first. So use your grenade launcher because that's a powerful weapon against them. Um, and after that, just well, quick save before getting there, and don't forget to heal. It's story mode, so you kind of think it's an easy fight, but there are a ton of people in the church, and you're not going about it very subtly. So kind of want to quick save as much as you can until you're stuck in combat. So I'm talking about this guy right here and this guy right here. Um, so great. So the quest is complete. You can run away. Talk to Sanjar. And fast travel to your ship. So you've done Monarch, and we're going to do the relay because it's easy enough. It's nearby. Um, as we say in French, it doesn't need any bread. It's just pretty much free. What I forgot to do is talk to Parvati. That's the only one of the main pieces of advice I'm going to give you. Always talk to Parvati. She always has something she needs, and you always want to trigger her quests and whatnot. So you don't really need anyone here. That's a split. Yeah, it's a good time. You don't really need anyone here. Um, you need your. Oh God, this is unfortunate. My tab isn't working. You need hack 55. Take out your weapon because you want to avoid getting concussed. Because if you get concussed, you can't use the terminal, and concussion lasts for like 20 seconds. 20 seconds, so you want to avoid that. So you've done the relay. You need to hand this to Edna a bit later on. in the run, but that's done. So now you go to Roseway. Roseway, sorry. I keep saying this wrong. Um, Roseway, I'd advise taking not taking anyone. You don't really need anyone. So Ellie's quest line's done. You don't have anything else to do with her. She's more than happy. You might want to, well, maybe take Felix. I don't know. I won't take anyone. It doesn't matter. So you don't. You have a bit of fighting to do here. So yeah, you're gonna want to reload eventually. So just go to the town itself. You don't have to talk to anyone. Go to the town so you can get the fast travel waypoint. Immediately exit town through this door on the left. And we're going to go straight to the antibiotics lab. So hack that, I mean, lockpick that door, go through this door, lockpick this door, shoot this poor guy. Oh, I really thought one shot would be enough, but apparently it isn't. Um, and go back outside. Now you want to go to the secret lab. You know it's a secret lab because it's written on it. So I don't pick any companions because they add dialogue lines once in a while, and since there are no tough fights, um, they really are useless. And if they're here to add dialogue lines, well, I might as well not have them. Um, I was hesitating to pick what's his name, Felix, because I have trouble understanding what triggers his quest lines. So sometimes I'd rather have him than not. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't think you actually need to talk to him. That's unfortunate. I even get to waste my clip. Thank you. Oh, come on. So pick up some ammo. Pick up some mag picks. Pretty sure now you're okay on ammo. Pick up the canisters. Don't forget the canisters. Spam one with her. Uh, you need to go in the lab here. Pick up the last canister. 3 seems to be the good dialogue option. Not really sure it is, but it seems to work. You want to reload. Oh, I'm an idiot. We have to sell soonish, which is a great gun. Put the canisters in. Where does this guy come from? Well, I should have taken companions, I guess. Doesn't really matter. So you want to go to this door right there, talk to Cassandra. I usually quick save because sometimes I'm not sure dialogue's perfect, but I think that worked. Exit through the back door. These guys are going to fall asleep. Try not to bump into them because they'll block you. So we're going to talk to Lillian. Is it Lillian? Yeah, I think it's Lillian. Who's going to give us a quest to pick up her lighter. And we're going to be a really nice guy and do that for her. So you want a quick save here because the Lillian, the lighter's all the way down this this cliff, and you can fall to your death if you're not just a bit careful. So run back to Lillian. Because you want to hand in the quest. And you don't want to forget to hand in the quest. And now we're going to go to the storage office. I don't think it's a storage office, but it's a storage something. And it's somewhere around here. So there's no need to kill anyone here. Just enter storage facility. Just enter the facility. Pick up the acid steeper for Sam. So you can pick up the acid steeper even if you haven't started the quest, but you can't complete it if you don't go through the actions of using the terminal and looking for the Sam, talking to Ada, and so forth. If you don't do that, you can't complete the quest. Even if you have the acid steeper, you just can't stick it in. You need to have the other parts completed to be able to stick it in. So run this way so you can fast travel to Roseway while being far away enough rather from hostiles. So just spam 1. Go talk to the guy right here. Spam 1 as well. You're going to tell him his good friend died. You're not going to tell him you killed him, but he's dead. And you're going to go talk to Vogn. Spam 1, that works. And go to the unreliable. Oh, I forgot this split. Never mind. It's unfortunate. So now you want to go to Phineas. Well, let's talk to Parvati. You never know if she has something to say. No, I think she's good for now. So do Phineas's lab. You don't need anyone. And you don't want to take anyone because they add extra dialogue. So I just spam 1. I should spam 1 more. Pick up the science weapon for the Hawthorne quest, Weapons from the Void, and now we're going to go to Byzantium. Oh, that's a mistake. You don't want to go to the landing pad. You want to go, you want to go to the, not to the adjutant's landing pad. You want to go to the Ports Authority's landing pad. So take Parvati and, take Phoenix. Why not? Parvati's pretty powerful against mechanical units. She does shock damage, so you kind of want to take her here because you're going to get into a fight with a lot of robots. Okay, Felix wants to talk to you. Always talk to Felix when he wants to talk to you. Felix needs, at least with my runs, he needs 30 determination, so I give it to him. I just do it. Don't know if it's a requirement. So you want to run here. That's a mistake. I should not have taken out my weapon. And we're going to do the retirement sewers section together. And I mainly bought this shotgun for this section. So I'm going to try. I feel there's a way to do this optimally, which in my mind is to go left, kill the robots on the left, go behind, kill the robots behind, which should get you out of combat. But I need my guys to follow me, so I'm going to try and get them to follow me. Good. That was a really good. So run outside. There's a sprat here you have to pick up. You want to go straight. There's another sprat you want to pick up. There's another sprat you want to pick up. I hope I picked it up. There's another one you want to pick up. Oh god. Yeah. It's a bit frustrating. This is typically the type of quest you kind of want to... Oh, I forgot to kill Lockwood. That's a mistake. Lockwood's right there. You actually don't have to loot her. Just need to kill her. So exit to Byzantium. You're going to hand in the quest. To him, fast travel to... Do I fast travel to Prosperity Plaza? Pretty sure I do all of this now. So you want to go see Celeste, because you should have all the parts for her costumes. There's a faster way. You shouldn't take Parvati actually here. So equip this and this to look like a Marauder. Equip this and this to look like a Spacer. And equip this and this, I believe, yeah, to look like an Iconoclast. So she's going to be very happy. She's going to ask you to buy some stuff you already bought. She's going to ask you to go to the post office for her. So to do that, the best way is to fast travel to the, at least I think so, fast travel to the bureau, transition to Byzantium, and you're going to run to the post office since you're a lot closer than you are from Celeste's office. So I think you need to start off by talking to the lady. on the left till, who's going to tell you, oh, you need to talk to the person in the middle till, who's going to tell you, oh, I don't have what you're looking for. There was a notice that was left someplace. That place is on the door of a building near the estate. So you're going to fast travel to the estates. And the notice is right here. Just have a look at it. Talk to Hortense. She's going to be very happy because she's going to learn all the retirees are getting killed. Talk to the guard because he's going to tell you that the oh, that was a mistake. He's going to tell you that the chairman's expecting a package. So run back to the parcel services. I believe you need to talk to the girl on the left twice now. Once for Celeste. No, so I got the well, once for Celeste and once for the chairman. I started by the chairman and I got Celeste afterwards. Doesn't really matter. It's 2 and 3. The dialogue options are 2 and 3. So you have everything for Celeste, and for a very strange reason, I do not understand. She's died. Well, someone killed her. I have no idea who. There's no attempt of explaining the murder mystery. Just spam wanted with this guy. You need to loot her corpse and get the key to this area. You've completed Celeste's quest. You have the parcel for the chairman, and you're going to fast travel here to do the audition, sorry, for Maverick. The audition is really easy. Go left, reload, always reload. So the gun I bought, the shock weapon I bought, isn't the best. You can buy better weapons that really zap and fry everything, but I'll see how I can manage to route with that. So for this, I just spam 1 or 2, whichever option shows up first. Just run, talk to him. You can fast travel from here, so you want to fast travel to HHC. And you're going to start off by handing your quest to Phineas, I believe. Okay, give it a quick save. Do the trick to open this door. Oh, that's a mistake. Does it matter? Can I fast travel back? Yeah, I guess I can fast travel back. You need to do the chairman first because you need to send the message to Earth. Bit of a mistake, but it's not that big of an issue because after the audition, you should have fast travel to the Estates district, which I just did. Run to this guy, talk to him. Tell him you've got the parcel for the minister. Run to the minister. Just straighten up. Straight and left. Talk to the minister. I just spam 1. So you cannot fast travel from inside, so you need to exit, then fast travel to HHC. So the chairman just told you that he's a hostage, that he's been stuck in his house for years, and that the board's been sending out messages in his name, and he wants to send an SOS to Earth, I believe, something like that. So you need to have the quest to send the minister, send his message. You need to watch this video, or at least skip the video. And so you need then to get the dimethyl, the drug thing from the Ministry of Morals, is it? Accuracy and moral. So you're going to do the same thing as you do on any percent run. Um, the main difference being that since you have two people with you to soak up bullets, it's trivial. And your level, I don't know how much. I saved anyways, just to be sure. But well, I'm wasted a bit of time there. Got unlucky. So quick save, quick load here. I think it avoids a conversation with one of the guards who has a tendency to speak to you through walls. And run. A bit later, Felix. Uh, can I do this here? That's great. So now you're going to fast travel to the ship and go to Phineas's lab. So don't forget you landed in the docking bays, so your ship isn't next to HHC on the map. Oh, I was spamming dialogue. So go to Phineas to hand in his quests and to bug his station. Don't take anyone. So I'm pretty sure you need to talk to him. Yeah, because of the Demethyl. So bug his computer. Now you're going to go to Groundbreaker. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you can see the splits. They help me a lot to know. I know the run really well now, uh, but obviously they help me plan out. Um, I mean, they help me know what's the next step. So Groundbreaker. So you want to talk to Parvati. Okay. Oh yeah, she TPs here. You don't actually have to check in on the date. Uh, I'm gonna check in on the date. I feel sure you don't have to. I'm pretty sure you don't have to do. So you don't have to pick up anyone again. That was a mistake. I should not have gone this way. You need to fast travel to Promenade. So you're gonna spawn looking at the back bays. So you're gonna move backward here. So you can be at the door as soon as possible. You're gonna talk to Edna. Oh, I do believe I. No, it's okay. So you want to hand in the quest to the sublight. When you hand in quests to sublight, um, you want to send the elevator down, even if you don't take it, so that it's down when you come back to the groundbreaker. So she should have given you a quest to go to yeah, the HRS space station. So you don't need to take anyone again. So I kind of want to take yeah, an assault weapon or something to get rid of some of these mines, because getting concussed here can cost you a lot of time. Exit. So I'm pretty sure you can spam one with these guys. I have disguise here, but I don't really know why or how. I have no idea where I pick it up. Okay, so you've given Sublight access to the station, so that quest is done. This is good time. So you want to go back to the Groundbreaker to hand in the quest to the girl from Sublight. You kind of have to do a bit of suboptimal travel because she's going to give you a quest to go to Byzantium, so and you want to go there before. And since the relay is really close um, well, HR space station is close to the Groundbreaker, is faster to travel here. So as I said, the elevator's right here, which is good news, because otherwise you'd have to call it down. So same thing. I missed that split. And we need to go to Byzantium now. So this is where the run kind of gets tricky, because you need to remember why you're going somewhere. I know I need to go to HHC. Yeah, I need to talk. So I need to do the quest Sublight just gave me. I think is it Percival? No, it's Sophia. Yeah. So go to the Acropolis district. And she's the lady from Sublight on the Groundbreaker should have given you a key to kill this person, but apparently I didn't pick it up. This is probably the biggest time loss of most of the runs I've done so far. I just forgot to pick up stuff. It's not too much of an issue here, but it's a bit frustrating. So I'm going to have to remember to send the elevator as well. I can't believe it didn't happen. So you're probably going to want to go to Byzantium, but to Akandi's launching pad, because it's you don't have to zoom out when you fast travel from Acropolis to the launching pad. At least the split is half honest, because I just got from Groundbreaker to Byzantium. So move backwards, because you spawn on the... looking backwards. So you want to take out your sniper rifle. I think the assault weapon could be assault gun, assault rifle. Sorry, could be a really good weapon if you tinker with it, or if you find a good version of it. But I don't really know where to find one reliably. It's kind of the weapon I'm missing, I think. Sniper's great, but when there are a lot of enemies, it's not as great. So here she's going to talk to you. Just spam 4. Oops, kind of got lost. Always reload in the elevators. I should have reloaded my rifle as well. So we're going to fast travel to the ship and go to Emerald Vale. So as you can see on the split, we're going to do 2 things on Emerald Vale. We're going to do Nyoka's quest line, and we're going to do... I hate it when this happens. The beacon. All Halicon in one day. There's no way to do the beacon. It's unfortunate because the beacon is really close to... a quest line for Felix. So pick, but you can't do both in the right order. I can't really explain now. I'm trying to concentrate, but you're kind of stuck. Oh, I shouldn't have exit this way. You need to fast travel to geothermal and not. So you're just going to go run straight through geothermal. So I don't really know how to run through this reliably. Sometimes I see people jump and I tell myself, well, I need to jump and it backfires. But anyways. So go to this intercom. Talk with Nyoka. Fast travel to Botanical. I'm going to open my quest log and get all Halicon in one day as a waypoint. I know where the waypoint is. I just feel a bit safer having it with me. Just want to be sure I don't have any botch quest. I do not. It's happened to me in the past. I've forgotten to hand in odd jobs once. Like I realized while I was doing the pit. And it's botched because since you give the... First of all, I was at the pit, and anyway, since you give the targeting module to MSI, MSI, all the you can't do any more things for the iconoclast afterwards. So uh, those are types of quest. Oh god, I don't want to be concussed. It's my bad. You should go around left, and you shouldn't go around through the... So my advice here is to run toward the lava and around here. You usually end up out of combat. So that's done. Oh, that was a wrong split. Oh, I forgot to talk to what's his name? Felix. So you need to take the vicar with you. Oh, you need to talk to the vicar first. I hope this hasn't bugged because it bugged last time and you can lose a lot of time. Let's talk to Felix as well while we're here. Talk to Nyoka. So you want to do all Halicon in one day. Start off with that. So it's right over there. I don't really need the waypoint for this one, but because it's rather easy. Quick save before, because you can easily die. Take a inhaler. So then you're going to want to kill one of the primals over here. I use the waypoint because I don't really know perfectly where it is, but it's not that hard to figure out. I really dislike primals. The other one, there's another quest right around here. Yeah, solution vital. Oh, that was a miss. Oh god, I shot him accidentally. That was terrible. I shot the guy I was supposed to save. I thought he was an outlaw. Uh, that's a good thing I quick saved recently. Yeah, so I guess it's somewhere around here. Let's try and not shoot our good friend. You're kidding, right? Ugh. Okay, so that's done. So if you don't talk to the vicar before you get to Scylla, the entrance to the hermit's door is going to be closed. So you need to do it early. You should do it, in all honesty, I should have done it just after talking to Reginald. I hope it's not going to bug here. If it does, it's not a huge issue, but it's a bit of a pain. So you need to pick up this primal gland here. Then we're going to pick up, talk to the hermit. Okay. Okay, good. Because if you don't talk to if you can't talk to the hermit, there'll be bots here. You'll have to fight them. It's a huge pain. So here you want to spam 4 to get into combat, and then just spam 1. So I believe your work with Vicar Max is done. So you want to pick up a secret, well, not a secret, a science weapon in any case. It's not very secret, but it's a science weapon. And it's not a huge secret because it's just laying there. Oh yeah, you have drones. But skip the drones. So you've completed weapons from the void. So I need to find a good way to get out of combat here. I honestly haven't found it yet. I don't know what's in that cave. And I'm pretty sure running into outlaws is not the right way to get out of combat. Okay, I'm out of I should be out of combat. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we've done everything we need to do on this side of Scylla. So we're going to go to Monarch. I guess Fallbrook is probably the best place to land. So we're going to go to the burst thing, get rid of Vicar, pick up Felix, do my split. Talk to Nyoka. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, I forgot to pick one up. Oh God, which one did I not pick up? Well, the last one, I guess. That's frustrating. I was on a really good time. So, I mean, I'm traveling to a landing pad because I'm more likely to have forgotten one. Oh, I forgot to pick the first one up. So I was going to say, I'm more likely to have forgotten one near the landing pad since you had two near the landing pad. But apparently, yeah, that was a mistake. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot. It's frustrating. I'm going to lose a couple of minutes here. But there's just still a lot of stuff to do anyway, so. And he's dead. Ah, now I need hit those. I need my good friends to get out of combat. It's really unfortunate. Oh God, tell me I can get up here. Yeah, I lost 2 minutes here. That's too bad. A bit more than 2 minutes. So go to Monarch, go to Fallbrook. Fallbrook's good because it's near where you're going to fast travel, so that means less zooming in, zooming out. So now you talk to Nyoka. Apparently she's on your right when you spawn. Hand her the glands. Tell her to go. So reload what you can. Saltuna Searer, assault weapon. Okay, good. So Saltuna Searer is gonna. I mean, I think Saltuna Searer and grenade launcher can be helpful here. So I don't know whether or not you need to pick up all uh, the pendants or whatnot. I do it. I'm not sure it's required. So we're going to keep the grenade launcher because you're going to have a couple of enemies here. And now you can take out. Okay, that's a good fight. To be honest, just talk to her. You can. I always get lost here. You can run away from her, but you'll automatically talk to her once you get basically to this lamp. Sometimes she won't teleport back you to where she was. Sometimes she does, but when she does, you've lost a bit of time. So the safe strat, in my opinion, um, is to talk to her. So go to UDL for the beacon, and you also need to go to Devil's Peak for the board. So for the beacon, you need to go through the village where you massacred everyone. Give it a quick save here. It's not a tough fight at all, but so just run as far away this way as you can. That's good. Go to Devil's Peak Station. Hopefully I have the... Do I have the quest line for... Ah, I forgot to talk to Percival. God damn you, Percival. It's too bad. It was a great time. So I'm just going to go to talk to Percival, come back, talk to whatever his name is. It's a bit of a time loss. So it could have been a 145. So I might want to talk to him. Oh. Yeah. So go back to Monarch. Travel to Devil's Peak. So you use the sniper a lot, and you see it's almost broken. So it's good to have a backup weapon. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to route things, but it's a good weapon for now. Never mind. Yeah, sorry. You need to start with a 2 with him. That's okay. So now you're going to go to Groundbreaker. So this is why Fallbrook is good. It's because you don't need to zoom out once you're here. Cascadia might work as well. Haven't tested it. So Groundbreaker, you're going to want to fast travel to the back area. I should keep them. They'll add a bit of dialogue, but I'll be sure I won't forget them. It looks from his portrait that Felix wants to talk to me, but I don't know how to trigger his dialogue. So talk to the doctor. You want to hand in your quest to to Gladys as well. And now you want to go to Byzantium to hand in the quest for the board. Ah, there's no need to zoom out. That was a mistake. So you want to go to Emerald Vale. Go to Geothermal with Nyoka, with Felix. You're going to want to level up. Not exactly sure what I need to level up. Well, I'll get stuff to like 80. So go to geothermal, talk to the guy on the right. For some people, the guy on the right apparently have been bugged. Let's hope that doesn't happen to me. Thank you. So unfortunately, you cannot fast travel here. It was not perfectly intentional, but I kind of wanted to do that. I think running to this door is a bit faster, so you can do that. You're going to fast travel to Botanical now and do Felix's quest. I was hesitating as to whether or not you want to do Edgewater first, but I once did Edgewater, forgot to do Felix's quest, left the planet, came back, and I had to do Edgewater again. So I don't want to end up in a situation where, for some odd reason, Edgewater spawned again. In that situation, in that scenario, I had left the planet, so it was a bit different. But let's clear Edgewater last. So this is pretty easy. So just if you come here earlier, oh god, that was a mistake. You can't do Felix yet because you don't have his quest. Felix's quest line is giving me a lot of issues. So you want to shoot those first so that they aggro our good friend Ludwig. So with a high enough fly, sometimes they turn on their friends. So that's clear. So I'm gonna try and talk to Felix to trigger his quest line. Hopefully it works. I need to take care of Sam as well. I need you to stop turning around. Yeah, okay. Um, so that's done. Oh, actually, my initial order for the quests was good. You can't do Emerald Vale. You can't do Foundation. I can't do Foundation before doing Felix. I can't do Foundation after doing Felix, so now we need to go. Technically, he asks you to go to Groundbreaker and talk to someone to find out where someone else is hiding, but it turns out you know very well where that person is hiding. He's hiding on Edgewater, and he's hiding where I went. And as you saw, which was what I was going to say before I understood that I hadn't triggered the quest, if you go there early, you won't be able to kill the outlaws because they won't have Spawned yet, sorry. So you need to go there after Felix triggered his quest. Oh, let's hope I don't die. I'm okay. So now you don't have any dogs. You have Rufus, and you can just kill Rufus. So Saltinas here is really powerful here because these guys are low level. So now you go to Byzantium apparently. Yeah. Hand in the quest. So hand in Foundation to Sofia. Blah blah blah. Go to the ship. So now we're going to go to Scylla. Not sure I can get sub 2 hours right now. I mean, at least with this run, I made too many mistakes. I need to do quite a bit in 6 minutes. In particular, I need to do the pit. I don't know. Pit's a couple of minutes. And I need to do hope. Yeah, it's pretty much a lost cause. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to hard save just to do a couple of things because I want to test a few things afterwards. But let's go to hope. Blah, 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 blah. That's a mistake. Did I botch the Felix quest? Why can't I take Felix? Oh, does he not want to come? I don't know. Obviously. Terra 2, do the skipping. So I've skipped to Terra 2. To be honest, I've never done it before. So I'm not sure I have the proper requirements to actually finish. It's too bad. Too bad I made a couple of mistakes that cost me a couple of minutes. Because I could have done sub 2 hours. That was a mistake. I dislike you, Sam. I dislike you the least, but I dislike you. Uh, where is everyone? Where did he go? Oh, there goes the run. Where's Parvati? Oh, I know where they are. They're talking together. Or they're not. Oh, I'm an idiot. Parvati's always downstairs. Oh, I forgot to hand in quests. So let's see if I actually can. So Groundbreaker should be okay. I don't know why I can't take Felix anymore, but the quest is done. It's not botched. I'm okay. I'm afraid the Bureau might not be very happy with me. So I'm not really sure I can actually hand in the last quest. We'll see. Oh well, they look really happy. So I have less than 10 seconds to do the bit. um, so go to Hope. Still no botch quest, so I think it's fine. Don't need anyone. Um, is this where I need to go? No, I need to go to the lab. Okay, that was a mistake. Oh, I've actually never routed through their lab, so I guess actually doing board end is faster because if I need to go to the lab, I mean it's gonna take me. So never mind. I mean it's not a. So if I recall correctly, I'm gonna have to sneak around here because I don't want to get caught. I, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure doing skipping it to Tartarus is better because I don't have to go to lab. I can go straight to Tartarus and do the pit unless there's something I don't really understand. Yeah, so Felix is missing, but I mean the quest line is complete, so I'll check after the run with regards to the quest line, but I don't have any botched quests. Yes, I would like no. Wait, let's just save. So the requirement might be lower for Phineas ending, but since it avoids having to go to Phineas's lab, it feels a lot faster. Oh, I'm out of, I ran out of lotions? That's the first. I just ran out of lotions. I need to check how many I used, how many I had. Feels weird. Just gonna quick save here. No, it's too bad I made all those mistakes. And once again, Phineas ending is, it's a bit longer. It might not be on any percent routes because it doesn't matter which quests I mean, you only have a limited number of quests to do, and at the end of the day, Phineas quests might be quicker. But since we have to do everything, it doesn't really matter for us. Oh, as other way around. Ugh. Ugh. Well, it's a good thing I quick saved. It's my main fear with that. It's not a skip, but well, it is a skip. I was afraid I'd fall over. Ugh. Just gonna crouch my way around. Never mind. Now I can go right. Got a quick save in case I don't meet the requirements to convince her. Wait, I thought I quick saved. Oh, this is great. At least it's training. So I kind of guess shooting this guy early on skips dialogue. This weapon isn't great, but it can be. I guess it's a small skip for something like an any percent run. Not an any percent run, but a Phineas ending run. Yeah, I quick saved. So I need to, pretty sure I need to get the dialogue perk and get all of these to 100. I just have enough to do it without the dialogue perk. Gonna hard save for some testing. That's time. Just gonna load my last save. Curious as to what happened to Felix. Location newest alphabetical. Oh, okay, completed don't show alphabetical. So his name, his quest is Friendship Stew. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it's done. Wow. But anyways, 208. It's not a bad time considering I lost a couple of minutes running around doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing, and considering I don't know how to do Devil Peak Skip. I guess once I do Devil Peak Skip, um, and I have my notes. I forgot my notes. I was doing this from memory. Well, sub 2 hours is doable. Um, had a couple of good fights. Had a couple of good counters. I didn't waste too much time on those, so it was a good run. That's your guys' run.